We have the Westside Warriors up on stage. Coach Engel, great to have you guys here today. If you would introduce the players you've got and just give us an opening statement about the 2019 football season.
Hey, we appreciate you guys having us. It's always enjoyable to come back here and be a part of Media Day. So to my left, I've got our quarterback, River Engel. To his left, center, Jose Brogan. Running back, Logan McPherson. And wide receiver, Jared Garner. So, it's a new year, new faces, returning guys. So, we're pretty optimistic and, we're excited. We're excited for another chance.
Coach, one thing I want to talk about is where Westside once was to where you guys are now. And that's a story in itself and something that every one of you all up on stage should be very proud of.
Oh, absolutely. I think in the past and really not that far back, everybody was circling our game as a win. And, hopefully we've come in here as a coaching staff and worked really hard to change that. Our administration has been behind us 100% in redoing facilities and making upgrades. And these guys that are sitting here and the rest of the team that's watching have really bought into what we need to do and to the mentality that we've tried to put in front of them and change the culture. So and they've done that over the last I would say 6 or 7 years, and it's been a process. It's been a tough process, and there's been a lot of sweat and a lot of blood and a lot of tears and a lot of hard work putting into getting to where exactly that we need to be, or where we want to go. It's still going to be a process even after this group. So we're just trying to build and keep building.
If you would, let's talk first about the offense.
Offensively, we're going to be, it's no secret what we run. We're in an old school power eye offense. We're a ground and pound team. We're going to try to eat that clock up a little bit. We have 9 guys pretty much returning on offense. So, offensively, we're pretty set. We're going to move a few guys around different spots to see what kind of chemistry we got best with which guys. So.
Coach, we got Marcus Carlton here with Tubetown. They are heavily covering the majority of your games this year, and I know he's got several questions for you.
Coach, you guys are kicking off the season as part of the Hootens Kickoff Classic this year. To kind of echo a little bit about where this program once was and where it is now, how big is it for your program to be a part of the Hootens Kickoff, which is known statewide as the way to kick off your season?
Oh, it's a huge step for our program. It's a huge step for our community, a big step for our school. Just to be recognized and be invited in to play in that venue, we're honored. We're excited. Community is excited. Players are excited. So I don't think if you'd looked 10 years ago, that never would have happened. These guys, and it's a testament to these guys, the players, and how hard they've worked and what they're trying to do. So, it's a reward for them. So, they're excited to play in that.
This program is coming off of its 3rd straight trip to the playoffs, which is, I believe, the first time in school history they've gone 3 consecutive seasons into the playoffs. But the one game from last year that everybody seems to focus on and talk about was the win over Rivercrest. That was don't want to call it, I guess you could say it was a program-defining win last year. I know it's not really what you want to do and look backwards, but just to get over that hump and to beat a school like Rivercrest, what did that do for overall confidence for the team last year?
It really helped the confidence. It let them guys know that obviously Rivercrest is Rivercrest, an outstanding football team over there, outstanding athletes, outstanding coaching staff. Hats off to them guys. They're a really good program, and for us to come out and play a great game against them and come out and with the win. It's probably one of the biggest wins in program history at this point. But it gives these guys confidence that they can play with guys like that, and that's what we want to do. We want to be able to step on the field and be able to play with whoever we're going against.
What do you see coming into this year as if you had to nail it down to one key on each side of the ball as a key to success? What would you say your key is for offense and then also on the defensive side?
Oh, man, it's hard to narrow it down just to one. Obviously ball possession on offense. We want to keep the football. We don't want to turn it over. The ball control aspect of that. And that goes in with securing the football offensively and making sure our offensive line is working to open up them holes for them running backs and stuff. So, ball security, ball control on offensively and defenses, I think with the guys that we have returning on defense, defense is just the confidence they have walking back out on the field knowing they've already been there and done that. But getting them quick outs, 3 and outs on that defense, I think is going to be key, getting us the ball back in our hands.
So we talked about the high point of the season there with the win over Rivercrest. I got to go a little bit after that. It seemed like that game maybe took all of the momentum, and then after you get past that game, you drop the next 2. You drop from first in the conference to 4th. Leaves a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth coming into this year. And any of you players can answer this one as well, but has that been maybe a little extra motivation coming into this season?
Yeah, that's definitely motivation. At the end of that season, of course it was heartbreaking, but then we just got to think in the spring ball in the summer and leading up to our kickoff, we just got to know that we got to work harder and that do the things after practice, the little things like throwing extra balls, working on your steps, things that you got to think that while you're doing something, the person that lined up across from you on Friday night might not have done that, so that can help you get that win in that battle.
Logan, I have a question for you. Do you see your role changing without the depth at your tailback position that y'all had last year? More is on your shoulders, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. I feel like it has.
As far as carries, attitude, leadership roles, how's that expanded for you?
You need me to hand him my mic? Here, hand it down there too.
Sorry, Logan. You're doing good, buddy. Once again, talking about your expanded role at the tailback position.
Can you repeat that?
Your expanded role because y'all don't have the depth at tailback that you shared last year.
I feel like I have to show a lot of leadership this year from the younger guys coming up. It's really a big difference from last year.
Okay, pass the mic back down to River. River, kind of the elephant in the shadows, playing for your dad. Talk about that situation, and we'll let you hear from the same question addressed to your dad. But how is it playing for your dad, and how has it affected both on and off the field?
I love it, actually. I mean, most people would think that you wouldn't like it because he's always on you, but I love it. It's a challenge. Every day I go in there and he pushes me to be my best. He's pushing me on and off the field. We watch film every Sunday before everybody else does so we can figure out what we're doing wrong. And on the field, he's always coaching me up, helping me, encouraging me, and that's just what he's done my whole life.
Coach, coming to you, same question. I know you probably had to pull back the reins a little bit because you are hard on River. I've seen firsthand. But how is it coaching your son? It's got to be a dream.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I've got River and Kessler both playing for me. So, I've got 2 out of the 3 playing football for me. I love every minute of it. I love being out there on the field with them guys. They do such a good job. They understand the role. When we take the field, it's coach. It's not dad. So when we step off the field, then, I shut that coach mode off and, I go to dad mode. And so, you got to learn how to switch it on and off. But they understand the responsibility. They understand the expectations are high. They understand that, the outside media-wise or, parent-wise looking inside, looking at a coach's son, this goes probably for any coach's son, they've got to prove that they need to be on the field. We're going to put the best 11 guys out there on the field, and whether it's my son or anybody else's son, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to put the best 11 out. So he has to go to work every day to prove himself to me and the rest of the coaching staff and, really to everybody else.
Coach, I'm from Osceola. I've seen a lot of good football the last couple of years from Westside. I've had a lot of nephews that have played for Westside. I had one that was your starting center a few years ago. And you guys seem to hit the field with a different swagger than you used to have, let's put it that way. Westside used to be kicked around a lot. That hadn't happened lately, and that's refreshing. But back-to-back 7-win seasons, Coach, what it would mean to you, and the boys can answer this too, if you guys were able to get over past that hump and get to 8 or 9 wins this season. What would that mean for the Westside program?
I'll answer that and I'll give that down to them. It's the next step for us. We've had 2 back-to-back 7-win seasons, but we've been out in the first round of the playoffs. So, really, is that good enough? Absolutely not. It's not. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking to, we went in, like Marcus said, week 9 in the number 1 spot going against Truman and had a letdown and got beat and cost us the conference title. We want to be in that position every year and then get past and play past the first round of the playoffs. So, to do that, you got to be a good football team. So I think, we need to take that next step in getting there. So, 7 wins, obviously, in some people's eyes in Westside's program, that's great. But in my eyes, we got to do better. We got to start winning 8 and 9 and 10 football, 10 wins a season. Put yourself up there. Don't settle for 7-win seasons.
Real quick, I want to give the other 2 guys a chance to talk. We had a little malfunction up on stage, but we got it worked out. Just upcoming season excitement, what you're looking forward to most.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this new season. Like Coach said, we're returning many of our players. So I feel like this season is going to be a great year for us. And I'm slightly disappointed in our getting to first in the conference and then dropping down to 4th. So that was a big upset for us. But we can't turn back time. So all we can do is put it behind us and just hit the weight room a little harder and do the little things that Coach gets us on for. So we do the little things to make us better and just improve as a team as a whole.
I think that we're coming in here with a lot more confidence this year because a lot of starters coming back, and it isn't like there's more confidence. So, yeah.
Coach, if you would, just give a closing statement.
Well, like we talked about, is 7 wins enough? No. So, we look to do a little bit better job. I think these guys are hungry. They understand what it takes. They've tasted a little bit of success. So, they want to take it to the next level. So, they're putting in the extra hard work and doing the little things that probably some people are not doing that we kind of emphasize in our program. So, we look for good things. It's a great time to be a Warrior.